Well, thank you so much for joining us all the time on Christian Focus. And today, with our team, we came all the way to Kajansi on Mwonge Road. You'll find a hotel called Rupani Hotel. Beautiful place. It's the best that we could find to record the best program, Christian Focus. And of course, today we are teaming up with Pastor Malagala from Christ for All Nations Evangelical Ministries. We're talking about Christian parenting, or parenting the Christian way. And of course, everything down right here is quality. And of course, we bring it to you right here in UBC, right in your faces at Rupani Hotel. This is Big Sam on Christian Focus. And today on our word of wisdom, I want to nugget out something very important. There is a very big difference in between being a human and human being. Now, all of us know that we are born as human beings, but we need to work hard to become human beings. We have a lot of people that don't know the difference, and they live out of the line of being human beings even when they are created as human. Now, being human is born. I mean, you're born as a human being, but you choose to dress a character of being a human being. Now, a human being is supposed to be compassionate. A human being is supposed to be loving. A human being is supposed to be doing those things that will help another one attain a good lifestyle. Do you do that? You have hatred on your heart. You are full of jealousy of whatever that is happening on the other side. That's why humanity is not on your case. Human beings are born human beings, but humanity is attained. It's a character that we dress every other day. Try as much as possible in every endeavor of your life to live as a human being, and of course, emulate and portray the characters of a human being. Love someone, care for someone, be there for them. Do something good that will get another human to understand that you really care. That is what it means to be a human being. This is the Christian Focus with my Big Sam right here on UBC TV. Word of wisdom. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I have brought a man that is a role model. He's a father figure. He is fully geared in the Word of God. Pastor Malagala from the Sifana Ministries. He is geared to take you to another level. And most of the time when he talks about family. Today he's here to talk about parenting the Christian way. Let's enjoy a moment with Pastor Malagala. Pastor Malagala.
Yes, Big Sam.
I'm so delighted to have you here today.
Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure, that you find a moment out of your busy schedule to come and be on Christian Focus.
Yes.
Everybody's wanting to know, who is Pastor Malagala?
Oh, thank you so much, my brother Big Sam. I'm Malagala John Baptist from Christ for All Nations Church, Kajansi. And in that church, I lead the married men.
Okay.
So because I lead the married men, I'm a parent.
Okay.
And it gives me pleasure to talk as a parent to fellow parents out there.
Okay. That's wonderful. So you're married, you have children.
Yes.
Do you do business?
Yes, I do business, but not a very lucrative business, but yeah, I'm a teacher.
That is lucrative. That's the best.
Since it was brought in by missionaries, I always don't take it as a business, but a service.
Okay.
But
It's a service rendered to the public.
Yes, I'm a teacher. I head a school along Busabala Road.
What's the name of the school?
The name is called New Mulama Junior School.
New Mulama Junior School. And that is on Salama Road.
Busabala Road.
Busabala Road.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Now, today is a very important day. Now, we find the body of Christ. There's quite a lot of pulling strings here and there because we have a lot of families that are getting torn apart. We don't have family values. Christians are losing it up all the way. And right about this era, finding someone like you who hates men. And I always strongly believe that men should go back to their place and their original place so that everything can go well. But that's not the point for today. Today we're talking about parenting the Christian way. Now, for those of you that have just joined us, We are going to have a moment of discussion, and it's not going to be me because I'm also going to be learning. We want to discuss how can we parent the Christian way. What does it mean to have a family? How do you nurture your children? How can you have a home and you are exercising that godly mandate in your home? This is exactly what Pastor Malagala is going to be talking to us about, and of course, I'm going to chip in at the end just to find out that we all are on the same bench. Pastor Malagala, take it away. Take it away. Parenting the Christian way.
Thank you so much, my brother Big Sam. Dear viewers outside there, parenting is something which is having so many dynamics, but I'm going to talk about parenting in a Christian way.
Yes.
Fellow Christians, we are all aware that children are a gift from God.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Children are a gift from God, and for us, we are just stewards who God put there such that we can help him nurture these children in future to serve in his kingdom. Therefore, if we the parents do not understand that we are accountable on one day before God on how we brought up our children, that's why we are seeing things going absurd the way they are going. Ladies and gentlemen outside there, the first thing a parent should know is that God loves you and has entrusted you with his children. Therefore, if someone gives you a gift, you have to treasure that gift. You should not just leave the gift anyhow, leave it anyhow, store it anyhow. So we have to put it in the most precious places where you think or where you feel the person who has entrusted you with it will always feel happy in case of giving the accountability.
Yes, yes, yes.
So we have seen whatever is happening these days not only in Uganda but in Africa, but I'm sure the root cause is from parents. So we the parents, we need to compose ourselves. We need to know how to behave before the children. We need to know what to give our children. We need to know what to do. For instance, I sometimes drive. In the car, when my children are seated and someone does something which is not pleasant to me, the way I react,
they are watching you from behind.
the way I react matters a lot. And they will get to know that, if someone does something which you don't want, that's how you should do. If, for instance, you ask a driver to give you a way to the road, after giving the way and you say thank you, it goes to the children. They will always know that when someone does something, however minor it is, a word thank you is important. If you leave someone to go, supposing you are driving and so people want to cross and you stop, they cross. You are teaching something to your children that you are being human, as you said in the beginning. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we should all know that whatever we are doing, our children are learning. By not telling them that you do this, but our character is the great teacher to our children. I have heard so many people complaining of their children that they have not helped them. They need their company, they need their help financially and whatever. But if you go and ask those people complaining how they behaved or how their parents behaved, it is really another story. So I would think that to create humanity or passion into our children, we have to be composed, we have to be passionate with ourselves in whatever we are doing. If you, I would want to tell the people there that if you want to be helped or if you want to be with good old age, you create it today with your children. If you pick a phone and call your dad in the village, let your children know that you are talking to their judge. If you pick a phone and say hi to someone having a patient in the hospital, you are teaching. You are teaching the children that if someone has a patient and you say hi to that patient, it's humanity. Really good.
It's good.
If you are going to visit a patient in the hospital, carry one of the children. Go with them. or two, one or two, go with them. They get to know that really this is what one is supposed to do. Even when those children grow up, they will carry the same character.
That value can never leave them.
Yes, that value will never leave them. And in the due course, we shall have a human society. We shall have people who are feeling for others. Today we have had several scenarios, and people ask whether people who are doing such things are really human. But we have to trace back to the parents. How do the parents do? The role of the parent is very, very great. Today, parents have left most of the work to the teachers.
Teachers in the school.
They pay a lot of money to the teachers to do their work. They don't have time for their children. They always say, no, I'll take him to an international school where they care for the children. The care there is too much.
More than
but
the
they will
parent.
not give the child your voice.
Oh, God.
The child needs your voice. They need the voice of the dad, they need the voice of the mom. But when it comes to the teachers will give the international needs. And whatever you want to be given, yes, they will give, but they might not do the parenting, because parenting is not only action, it is everything. So being around with your children is very, very important. So I would appeal to the parents that please let us always find some time and be with our children. If the dad is very busy, the mother, please stand in.
Come on.
If the mother is busy, as it is today, please, the dad should be around. Let us not have busy schedules, both of us, so that the children cannot really understand the father. And sometimes we, the parents, don't understand our children. That's why sometimes you don't know what to speak when the child is above 18. You think that what so and so did is what you should do. We always come up to put them right when they are 18 or so, when they have started showing us that they have their personal interests, which might not please us. Yet we need to show them right from the ground, right from grassroots, right from childhood, that if you have a friend, it is important that you come with a friend at home, and we become all friends. That child, even when he grows up, will get to know that people get friends. And when someone gets a friend, the friend is for everybody, for the family. It's a family friend.
Yes.
And there is even what we should always inculcate in our children, that is we may call it self-confidence. We need to train our children to be confident in whatever they are doing. If it is bad, we tell them right from childhood that no, that should not be done that way. But it would be better if you did it like this. And in that way, a person will grow up when he's whole, when he's confident enough, when he can say something and get put right and accepts. You realize that these days, the children we have or we meet, they don't want to be put right. They think that whatever they think is the right thing. Nobody should say no to them. They don't want to be challenged. But that comes from parenting. If the parent is not there to see what the child is doing and put the child right and tell that child that no, what you are doing would be better if you did it like this.
Yeah.
So they grow up when they don't know how to be blamed, let me put it like that.
Yes.
And it gives the whole nation something, people who are naughty, blamable, who cannot even say sorry. They do wrong things, and instead of being sorry to what they have done, they go on supporting and speaking a lot about it to entice others to love what they have done, instead of saying, please, I'm sorry, and I pray to God that I don't do it again. So Christian parents, we need always to have our children at heart, bearing in mind that at one time we shall give an accountability.
Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us, this is Christian Focus right here on UBC TV. And of course, I'm having a moment with Pastor Malagala, who is the head of main department in CFNM, Christ for All Nations Evangelical Ministries. And we're talking about parenting the Christian way. Now, you made mention of how parents should be having time and get involved in their children's affairs. And you also made mention that a man should also come in. If the woman is too busy, the man should come in. What are the limits? A man also supposed to go and cook. A man also supposed to go and wash up children and stuff like that. Because there's a stigma that is coming in from the African traditional society where men are put on a different scale and women on a different scale. So in the Christian way, is a man supposed to do whatever that a woman does?
I would say yes. Simply because there isn't anything that God designed for women in as far as parenting is concerned.
Okay.
Take an example of a woman who is out of the house for something like a week. And the dad says, I don't go to the kitchen. I don't bathe the children. I don't mind about that. Aren't the children going to stink?
But the man will ask, I mean, you're out of the home for a week. For what? Where are you? The current world we are living in is the world of people working, Okay.
of people going out for conferences, of people going out for so many things that actually it's no longer the world whereby the mothers were at home full time.
Digging there.
Digging there, then coming. Digging there, then coming. So the mother might be out for a genuine reason. And the father, there isn't anything that goes out of you in case you do such feminine jobs. Such feminine, and the children will always be very happy to see you doing. Yes. For example, at my home, when a day comes and I say, it's me in the kitchen, they all clap.
I think you only cook kosher.
Not only. I'm telling you, Big Sam, I cook the best dish in the home.
Wow.
And my children, and none of my children can't cook because they know cooking is okay.
It's okay.
Take an example of cleaning the toilets. To some people, they think cleaning the toilets is a punishment, even in schools. And this is where we take our children so that they can be trained. But in schools, if someone does something wrong, you go and wash the toilets. But in a home, if I do it first, then it will be okay. Even when they go outside there, they will do it happily. And the society will always say, so and so's children are human.
Wow. Wow. This is getting so interesting because I'm trying to imagine. So is this only for, let's talk about ministers' homes, like a pastor's home.
Yes.
Even a pastor is supposed to cook.
Yes, I would think yes, because if need arises, why not?
These pastors don't want to cook, man.
I'm
they
telling
are
you.
always spiritual. They're always holy.
Maybe the spiritual part of it. But what I think is that there is no big difference between a parent, a pastor parent, and another Christian parent.
Okay.
This is what has also brought in something to talk about in our country, whereby most of the time the pastors have no time. They only have time for others,
To chase other
to
demons.
chase other demons, to do other things, and forget the original ministry is from home.
Yes,
Is
sir.
from home. If your home has a problem, if in a home things are not moving on well,
You cannot go out there and you expect things to go
they
well.
will not come well also.
Wow. This is so interesting. And of course, I hope you guys are picking a leaf because families is a very important aspect in our lives. And if we don't take heart, we will lose it all. The first ministry that you have as a man is in your home. And that's what Pastor Malagala is talking about. You need to know everything in your home. You cannot take care of other people's business if your business is not right. So you better snap out of it. You can go and clean. You can go wash. You can go take the rubbish, clean the toilet, cook. Hey, From here, I'm going to go to cook.
Good. Thank you so much.
From here, I'm going to go to cook. I'm going to go. Now, Pastor Malak, I know our time is first spent, and we want to wrap this up. But in your last words, as Christian parenting guide, in your last words.
In my last words, I'm inviting all Christian parents to our major conference that we are having very soon.
Oh, the Christ for All Nations Conference. Yes. That's going to happen starting from next week.
Yes.
From the 26th to the 31st of August. Yes.
I would like many Christian parents to come and we share. Some of the things we don't do them because we don't know, or because we think they are for particular people. But we are going to have so many other people who will come in and we share. Otherwise, parents out there, I humbly request, that let us be there for a better generation.
Now, that conference, I know it's a yearly conference that you've dubbed Now is the Time. Now, that happens every day from Monday on the 26th. So it goes from what time to what time?
It goes from 8 up to around 5:30.
8 to 5:30.
Yes.
And there's lunch?
There is lunch.
Provide lunch?
There is lunch.
Of course, if there's lunch, people are going to come.
And for those people who are coming from far distances, we accommodate them. There's accommodation.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes.
How can someone be part of it? Is that a registration fee?
No, this is a ministry. Actually, there isn't registration fee, there isn't entry fee, but you just come with a pen and a paper or a book for you just to jot down some things that will go out and remind yourself.
Okay. Now, who are some of the speakers that are going to be in the conference?
Yeah, the speakers in the conference, some have not yet confirmed, but the ones who have confirmed, we have known of Pastor Isaac Chituka.
Oh, okay.
Our Bishop, Marie Geoffrey, who is the overseer of all Siphanem churches.
Now, when we talk about Bishop Malay, people always mix Bishop Malay with the other Malay.
Oh, yeah.
But Bishop Malay is the presiding bishop over Christ for All Nations Evangelical Ministry after he took the mantle from the late Joseph Katabaro, who is the initiator of Christ for All Nations Evangelical Ministries. I was reading the poster, and I also got to understand that we have speakers like Pastor Bivamoye Sempija from Guamata, a wonderful man that speaks the word of God.
I love that man.
We also have a man who speaks about marriages, who speaks about families, who is Pastor Michael Untale from Entebbe, and quite a lot of other speakers. Geoffrey Kasozi is going to be right there. Pastor James Adra is going to be right there. Pastor Chiwa, Pastor Chiwa Lugolovi, he's also going to be there, and quite lots of other ministers who are going to sing and worship God with us. Please come. Let's attend the conference at Siphanem Church, right opposite Kajansi Dispensary. When you get to Kajansi, you got to ask where Kajansi Dispensary is, and if you can't get Kajansi Dispensary, ask the Church of the late Joseph Katabaro, which is Christ for All Nations. We shall be welcoming you right there every day from Monday to Saturday, from 8 o'clock up to 5:30. The word of God is going to be spoken, and your life is not going to be the same again. Pastor Malagala, we just want you to give us your contact, because I know that some men here are waiting to hear. How can we get in touch with Pastor Malagala? When is the men meeting in the week so that we can get part of it?
Thank you so much. We always meet as married men at our church on every second Wednesday in the month, and the last Wednesday in the month at 7 sharp.
7 sharp.
Yes, we meet as married men and we talk about several things. And I'm sure God has done us good.
Yes.
And we are being joined with the other people. My contact is very simple: 0705 08 0465.
Thank you so very much. May God richly bless you. And please thank your wife for us, who has given you a moment to spend with us right here on national television. And I know that your words are going to change a lot of people who have been watching this very particular program. And we're looking forward to host you again if you have a moment, because words of the family build the nation.
Thank you so much for
Thank
hosting
you.
me.
Thank you. Beloved, I know that you've enjoyed it, and God is still God in your life. Family is a very wonderful aspect in our lives, and we need to uplift it. We need to applaud it. Men, go back to your space. Do not leave everything for your women. You don't leave your children to be educated by TV. Don't leave your children to be educated by Sunday school. Don't leave your children to be educated by school. No. Be involved. Give them the right mantle to carry. Give them the right motivation. Speak the right words upon your children, and let us grow our nation into a wonderful nation. Because remember, if these children get the right fire, tomorrow is a better tomorrow. This is a Christian Focus with me, Big Sam. And of course, I want to thank you so much for watching us all the other times. And even after this time, we want to ask you to keep watching UBCT, because there's quite a lot of programs that are going to be aired, and they're going to be uplifting your soul, and your life is not going to be the same again. We catch you again next time. Keep watching Christian Focus every Sunday at 7:30. And of course, your life shall never be the same again. Big Sam signing out. God bless you. Bye-bye.
You are great, so great. We worship you, Lord, King of kings and Lord of lords. Oh, so great you are, doing my